Hello and welcome to Healing with Traveling Treasures. I'm Tori and I'm here with my best friend Taryn, and we have a very special guest here today with us, Ray. Hi, Ray.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing okay.
Good.
Little rainy weather today, but it's good.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself to start out with?
Sure. My name is Ray. I am non-binary. My pronouns are they, them. I am also a breast cancer survivor. I've been in remission since 2022, so 3-ish years now.
Yay.
So yay, thank you. My boobs tried to kill me, so I yeeted them. Uh,
Yeah, I hear
yeah, I
ya.
had a static flat
Yeeted them
closure.
right off your chest. Yeet.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, they're yeet. Yep. And I went flat, which for me was actually really gender affirming.
Yeah, I
So
bet. Yeah. That's really cool. Um, when was your initial diagnosis?
I got diagnosed in May of 2021, so right in the middle of the pandemic.
Ah, yeah.
I So it's a really funny story. I had a spot that was coming up on my hand, like it was a freckle, but it was getting bigger.
Uh-huh.
And like I have a history of cancer in my family. I don't carry a BRCA gene. They don't know.
Mhm.
They know it's family related. They don't know what the gene is yet.
Mhm.
So I went to my doctor and I was like, "Hey, I've got this spot on my hand. It's getting bigger. Can I get it checked out?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's get you in with a dermatologist. But since you do have a family history, let's get you your first mammogram early." I was 38 when I was diagnosed.
Mhm.
So she's like, "Let's get you your first mammogram." Um, and I had done my checks, like since I was 16 and got boobs, I was like checking
Mhm.
all the time.
Yeah.
I went for my mammogram, just to get like the baseline, and they said that they found something. It was in my left breast next to my chest wall, about the size of a BB when they found it.
Mhm.
I didn't even feel it until after they did it. But they did a biopsy. I got a call. I was driving. Actually, I remember I was driving and I had a regular passenger. I'm an Uber driver. I
Mhm.
had a regular passenger in the back and I got the call and they're like, "Do you want to sit down?" I'm like, "I'm sitting down." I'm like, "Do you want to pull over?" And I'm like, "I'm in the middle of the highway. I can't pull over." I was
Mhm.
like, "If it's cancer, just tell me. If it's not, great. But I'm assuming that since you're calling, it's cancer." She's like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, your biopsy came back and it is positive for basal ductal carcinoma."
Mhm.
Um, I didn't know my stage or grade for about 3 weeks,
Mhm.
because that's how long it took to get a doctor's appointment, which is, for
Oof.
me, it's insane. Like knowing that you have cancer, but not knowing what kind of cancer you have or what stage you're at for 3 weeks, it was
That's
the worst thing in
mm,
my, it was just horrible.
yeah.
Um, I, I am a cosplayer on TikTok. So, of course, during the pandemic, everybody was on TikTok trying to like make community, making videos,
Mhm.
and I had a big group of friends, and my friend Allie, who was living in Michigan at the time, where I'm originally from, I live in Delaware.
Mhm.
She's like, "I'm coming." She's like, "When's your doctor's appointment? I will be there." She drove 10 hours with a 5-year-old
Oh,
to come with me to my first doctor's appointment. Um,
that's awesome.
and yeah, yep, Allie is amazing.
Mhm.
And I went to the appointment, and so we both cosplayed characters from the same universe, and so we're like, "Oh, we'll cosplay while we're there." So here
Mm.
we are with this appointment, and I was holding on, and I was doing really, really good, and
Mhm.
then we had the doctor's appointment, and then I got back to the hotel, and I just broke down, and I was bawling, and she had me in her lap. I was crying. I
Yeah.
snotted all over her pants, like just like it was bad. And
It's
then I
okay. That's what
got
friends are for.
Yeah.
it is, and then
That's what
I
friends are
Timer.
needed to
for.
get myself out of it.
Yeah.
That's the one
Yep.
time I would
Except
tolerate
Tori. Tori has
Moko.
a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tori
then
will
I
handle
I got
any other gross thing except
Mhm.
Moko's. Like that's the one thing.
That's the only thing
yep.
I can handle. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's been a parent, so she's handled everything. So, but
Same.
I was like, "I snotted all over your pants." She's like, "Well, there's only one thing we can do now. The only other clothes I brought are cosplay clothes." So she's like, "So we're gonna cosplay." So clean myself up. We ended up filming like 4 hours of cosplay TikToks
Aw.
and content.
Oh, that's fun.
And we were making jokes the whole time. And the funny thing is, I am 5'3" and Allie is like close to 6 feet. So
Oh,
there is a huge height difference between us. Like I come up to motorboating height on her. Like
I
so,
love That's
no.
awesome.
And then and we've been friends since, 2020. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
And even through the distance and the time.
Mhm. It's really good to have good friends like that who will stick by you and help you and just be there for you, it makes all the difference when you get that. I mean, a lot of times in your life, but when you get that cancer diagnosis, it's a whole 'nother story. And
Mhm.
yeah, I was living in Jersey when I got mine, and it was terrifying, and every single thing you have to wait for is agony, and it feels like a minute feels like a year. And it's just
Mhm.
so I can only imagine how you felt for that 3 weeks. I mean, I know how you felt, but mine wasn't quite a 3-week wait. It was a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
My doctors were, like, on it. They were like, "Come in, come in, come in," They each time I was in there, they made my next appointment for as soon as possible. They squeezed me in wherever possible, which I was thankful for. But, yeah, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Hell.
Right.
Like, I guess waiting 3 weeks was probably the only way that I knew I wasn't stage 4,
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
because I'm sure if
They
I
would have
was, they
told
would have gotten me in sooner.
Right.
But even then, like, I knew nothing about breast cancer. I didn't know what HRPR
Yeah.
meant. I didn't know what
Mhm.
any, and I was essentially triple negative, but I was like 10% estrogen positive.
Okay.
Um, but uh, when I had my surgery at the end of August, by the time they found it was a BB when they went to go do surgery, I was like diagnosed stage 2. After the
Mhm.
surgery, they said I was up to stage 3 because it had grown. It was almost an inch. So if I had not had that mastectomy because of the spot on my hand, which ended up being an age spot, by the way, um, I probably wouldn't have got. I
Well,
probably would
thank
have
God
been
for
gone
that.
by now.
Yeah,
So
thank
yeah,
goodness for
yeah,
that. That was what that was? I don't know what your belief system is, but that was the God or universe or whatever telling you that there was something to find, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That was your
That was your
Well,
message.
I was
sign.
concerned too because I had been like the only other sign I had was a petechia, like the red spots you get, and they were all over my stomach. And I was like, and of course, when you Google anything, it always comes up as cancer. So I was like, well, whatever. But
Always the
then
Wait,
like,
wait, what is
thing,
that?
yeah.
so petechia, it's almost like broken blood vessels that look like little spots. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna show you guys my stomach. I'm sorry. I don't
I'm
know.
sorry,
There's
I
like one
appreciate
right there. They look like just little blood spots all over your skin.
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah.
It Do they look kinda like flat moles, but they just turn red?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Yep.
always had little tiny ones from a long
Me
time
too.
ago,
I
but
have
Yeah.
them in certain places. I have a few. There's one on my, right here that's really it's like that big or something. It's
wow.
huge. But
I've
I've
never
always
heard of a
had them.
name
My
for
whole
them
life
before.
I've had them, so I don't know.
Hmm.
But yeah,
So, Ray, my mother had breast cancer, and, but it was diagnosed at stage 4, and so I one time had a little tumor that was found. It was benign, wound up being benign, but I had to have a biopsy for it and everything. Um, but when I saw something on the mammogram, and then I knew that there was a problem because they wanted me to come back and do another scan. They're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, that's gonna be 3 weeks before we can get you in for that second scan." I flipped the fuck out. I cried every day. I called them and called them and called them waiting for a cancellation. "Are you sure I can't come in today for that biopsy? I just wanna know whether or not this is like, what am I dealing with here?" I was freaking out. I lost my
Yeah.
mother to breast cancer, and she was stage 4 when they found it. So I was like, I took it real seriously when they found something, and I guess I just wanted to say that I've had a little taste of that, but knowing that it was cancer and then having to wait for 3 more weeks, I hate that they do that to women, that they're like,
yeah.
Yeah.
"Oh, here you go. Here's this, breast cancer diagnosis," and then it's such a
Yeah.
big deal that we're not gonna even tell you about it for another 3
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah. I
"Here,
think part. I
change
think.
your life for the
Crazy
rest of your
making.
life. Everything's gonna be different, but hold on. Just wait right there, and we'll tell you how different it's gonna be." It's
Yeah.
stupid.
I. Yeah. I honestly think part of the long wait too was because it was in the middle of the pandemic and it was just in the middle of everything
Mhm.
going on. Like they, trying to keep social distancing, so only so many appointments per thing.
Mhm.
Mm.
I remember when I had for chemo, I didn't have to do radiation because I got chose to have a double mastectomy.
Mhm.
I didn't have I didn't have chemo for 6 months, and I remember they're like, "This is Taxol cytosine. It's very powerful. Like you are going to lose your hair." Was the
Oh,
first thing the oncologist told me. She's like, "It's not a if or a when." She's like, and my hair was down to my butt and blue, like
oh,
white to blue ombre. Like my hair was the most defining feature. Honestly, losing my hair was harder for me than losing my chest was.
yeah,
And
yeah,
wouldn't you know it, when they say you're gonna lose your hair, you think, "Oh, I'm gonna lose the hair on my head." I lost my pubes
all of it.
first.
Oh,
They
wow.
don't tell you you're gonna lose all of your hair. Like,
Wow.
so here I am, like, in the shower, and, like, I was like, "What is going on?"
Oh,
And then
man.
my armpit hair still hasn't grown back. I've got, like, 5, and I'm super proud of them, and I refuse to shave. I've got, like, 5 armpit hairs. The only hair I didn't lose during chemo was my beard hair, my facial hair. So I
Really?
was, like, bald with, like, a little weird, like, beard coming in. It was crazy.
Wow. That's
May
so
I ask,
crazy.
are you on hormone replacement therapy, or did that just happen from
I am on, I have PCOS,
okay.
so I've always had, like, high testosterone.
Mhm.
I'm on hormone blockers now for a couple more years. I do actually want to start, taking, testosterone, just, like, low dose testosterone, just enough to, like, deepen my voice a little bit and kinda
Mhm.
more get in line with, like, the way I feel.
Yeah.
Uh, but I can't do that until I am off of hormone blockers. So because, like, my oncologist told me excess testosterone turns into estrogen in your system,
Oh,
and
wow.
even though I was only 10% estrogen positive, it's still enough to where it might, like, flip something, so
Yeah. Which
That's surprising. I'm surprised to hear that.
yeah, I mean,
The
it kinda
extra
makes sense.
testosterone turns into estrogen.
Yeah, it
mhm.
kinda makes sense. I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me. Which estrogen blocker are you on?
I was on tamoxifen for about a year, but I was having, like, every side effect of tamoxifen I was having. I'm on anastrozole,
Okay, yeah,
exemestane.
same.
No?
Yeah, I had the
And
same,
I handle it so much better, like,
same.
when I remember to take it, because ADHD is a thing, and, I forget to take my meds all the time.
Yeah, I do too. It's so hard. I hate taking meds because of that. I have an alarm on my phone for when I have to take my meds, and I I used to just push it away, cancel it when it came on, but my daughter's like, "You cannot do that." She, like, wanted to shake me. She's like, "Don't don't put it off until like, don't turn it off until you take your meds." Fine, so that's what I do now, and it helps a lot, but yeah, I did the same thing. I was on tamoxifen for about a year, and it was killing me. So I'm on an anastrozole now too, and it's much better, but,
Much
I mean,
better.
there's still side effects, but they're just not as bad as it was on tamoxifen, so,
No,
yeah.
yeah, tamoxifen, I had no energy, like,
Mm,
everything, every joint I had was hurting.
mhm,
It was like, I could not even get out of bed. It was like just
yeah,
like being on chemo. It was bad.
yeah. Well, I didn't end up having chemo, thankfully, or radiation. My onco score was really low. So, um, but yeah, I had the double mastectomy too, so I didn't have radiation either. So I was thankful for all of that. But yeah,
My uncle score was 54,
ooh,
so it was fairly high, yeah.
yeah, mine
What
was
is an
14.
onco score?
It's
It's
the
the likelihood that without treatment, you'll get cancer again within 5 years. So
yeah,
I had a more than 50% chance.
hmm
Oh, wow.
yeah. So, um,
And yours was less than 50%, Tori?
mine was 14.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, yeah. It also tells you whether or not chemo is gonna help that tumor, if it's
That
gonna be
particular
effective.
type of
Yeah,
cancer.
yeah. So, so yeah. Um, so Ray, what is it like? Because I know that these two things are very, they're difficult situations to go through, but what is it like having to go through breast cancer and also being non-binary? Part of
For Yeah,
how's that?
for me, the main thing for me was, and I thank God for Allie for advocating for myself for just the right pronouns being used, and the
Yeah.
right name, because before, so I changed my name in 2022 to
Mhm.
Ray. It's what I've gone by since I was 18, but like my old name was like the trouble name, like, when you're in trouble, your parents call you by your full name. So
Yeah.
whenever I heard that name, like I was always, it was either in court, in the hospital, or from my parents when I was in trouble. So I just
Yeah.
had bad like connotations to it. And
Right.
having to go to the hospital multiple times a week and hearing this name, like, I
Mhm.
had to advocate
Mhm.
for them to use my chosen
Yep.
name. I had to advocate for the right pronouns to be used. Even when I go back and look at my chart, like, they were using the correct pronouns for me back then.
Oh, that's good.
My main thing is the hospital I go to has non-binary or, like, not male, female, undecided, or unknown as an option.
Oh, good.
And I every time I go into the breast surgeon's office or one of my regular doctor's offices, I have to have it changed because if I go to the ER, whoever's at the ER will just put it as female and switch my gender in the system, even though it's not the legal gender on my license. Like, my legal gender on my license is X. In my birth certificate, I've had changed to X as well.
Mhm.
So for me, it's like I go to the doctor, like, can you switch my gender back in the system, please? They're like, they did it again, and it's like, yeah.
Oh, man.
Um, but also for me, like, trying to find community because
Mhm.
I have a different relationship to my chest than a lot of women that get diagnosed do. I was wearing what's called a binder for a
Mhm.
couple years before I was even diagnosed.
Right.
But same thing you get after surgery that the you know. So
Mhm. Yeah.
so for me when my doctor, like, the first thing I started doing was like researching different surgeries, and when I went to see my breast surgeon, she's like, these are your options. I was like, nope, I want a double mastectomy and I want to be flat.
Mhm.
And she's like, you don't want to look at these other options? I was like, no, this is what I want.
Yeah.
And it was really hard for my spouse because even though I am non-binary, I married a man.
Mhm.
So, and he was a boob guy. He is a boob guy.
Mhm.
So it was really hard for him to hear that I didn't want to be reconstructed, but when he heard about all the other surgeries I would have to go through, the
Mhm.
expanders and possibly, you know, implant sickness, or even if I were to get like deep flap, how to have like just having like all the extra tissue moved around. He's
Yeah.
like he understood because I'm self-employed, so I work for myself. So if I don't work, I don't get paid. So for
Right.
me, more time off for surgeries is more income loss for us and a
Mhm.
possibility we would lose our house or
Right.
our place to live or our car or anything.
Right. Yeah.
So he understood that. When I went to talk, see, for me, it was kind of hard because I didn't know what nipple sparing meant,
Mhm.
and then it turned out that I couldn't have nipple sparing because I had invasive ductal carcinoma, and your nipples are part of the ducts.
Mhm.
But when I went to talk to my breast surgeon or the cosmetic surgeon, my reconstructive surgeon,
Mhm.
Dr. Caterson, she's amazing. Um, we were talking. I was like, I want to be flat. She's like, oh, hey, well, you're not going to have your nipples. And I was like, I have friends in the trans community, and because like most people that have their scars are right where your nipples were, it's straight
Mhm.
across the top.
Right.
My team worked with me to give me a look that was more like a top surgery than it
Mhm.
was a breast cancer surgery. So my scars are on and my incisions were on my intermediate fold, which is like right under where your natural breast would be.
Mhm.
She was able to graft my nipples back on, so they're skin grafts, so they don't function, but they're still there.
Okay. Nice.
They're basically for ornamentation. So like people that get nipple tattoos, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just it's my own. And I honestly think that that helped me mentally being able to have my own still there.
Right.
It wasn't as much of a shock for me. And even if
Mhm.
I had to lose them, it would have been fine.
Mhm.
But the fact that I relied on my friends in the trans community and
Mhm.
to help with my cancer journey, and after my it was successful, Dr. Caterson said that she might actually use it more as an option for other people because it healed so well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
Good.
good.
So you not only advocated for yourself, you advocated for people who are gonna have to go through this later
Mhm.
on
Yeah, and
and
I
may have
advocated for flat closure.
even changed the
Mhm.
surgery,
Yeah, yep. I
the
mean, I
surgery.
advocate for flat closure with my cancer center all the time.
Mhm.
Like just because people don't know that like doctors when they're giving your choices, they don't tell you that going flat is a choice. But they're starting to more now, and that's
Yeah.
because of advocacy from people that are flatties.
Mhm.
Um, But when I was like, "No, I wanna be flat," and they're like I was like, "I want straight flat, I don't want any extra skin,
Mhm.
I don't want the skin on the sides." My scars go all the way almost to my back just because I like to call them chicken wings, but the extra fat that hangs over,
Yeah.
and, and then I ended up and then um I had 2 fat graftings after that to kind of fill in because I was so indented.
Yeah.
And I had one fat grafting surgery and it worked, and then I got into a car accident a year after my surgery, and where the seatbelt was, the fat grafting didn't take, so I had to have another one. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Thank God you're
Yeah.
and it
okay from
rains, it pours.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I wanted to say real quickly that I met you at Breasty at Camp Breasty.
Yes.
And for those of you that are just joining us and haven't heard about what breast Camp Breasty is, it's a huge breast cancer support camp where there are 600 women that go to this one big
People.
place, women and
Well,
people
people, yeah.
affected by breast or gynecological
Yeah.
cancers. And individuals go to this big camp. There are 600 people there. It is a huge celebration. There are wonderful activities that they have for everybody. And I met Ray at that camp. And so I know some other really fun things about you. For instance, that you drive a minivan with a lot of character.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And
I drive.
I wanted to ask you about that at some point. I wanted to
Yeah.
so can you tell us about your van? Does it have a name?
So my van's name is Van Gogh because I'm an artist and my is Van does go. Uh, so it's a little bit of a pun.
I love it.
But it's my mobile art installation. I let people go ham on the inside with expo markers and just put graffiti all over the car. On the inside, I have a cloud ceiling in my ceiling, so I have LEDs embedded in my ceiling with the clouds over it. I've got a TV that I run karaoke off of, and every year at camp we have it after
Mhm.
like late night karaoke sessions in the van. This year, unfortunately, I had car trouble on the way to camp, and so I was kind of leery about having my van there every night. But we moved it for after the Breastival, which the last night of camp is a big festival party rave that they throw for everybody, and it's amazing. It's got a different theme every year, and it's awesome.
It
I
is
would
a
have been out there singing Taylor Swift with you guys until 3 o'clock in the morning if it were up to me, but I was exhausted. Like camp
We
was
at 1 a.m. we got told we have to keep it quiet and shut it down, and it
aw.
was like, so next year hopefully we're actually going to have a separate area where we're going to be inside and able
Uh,
to have it longer because not everybody at camp is can wake up at 7 in the morning. I am a night owl. I always have been. My normal bedtime is 4 a.m.
yeah.
So like I will be up until 4 and then having to be in a room with like 15 other people that are all asleep and you're just sitting here on your phone with your headphones on, and then
yeah.
being up 3 hours later for breakfast was a little bit hard.
Yeah.
That's what you get, party animal. That's what you get.
I know, I wanted
So
so bad to stay out there with you guys this year, and I didn't because I was exhausted too, and I was hurting so bad. I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
If I wasn't in pain, I would have been there with you guys. I just love that you do that. It's like the best thing.
Yeah,
So
well, we
and
were
it
we were both cabin leaders, and technically we were
mhm.
different cabins, but in the same building this year. So
Yeah. Yeah, I loved
that
that.
was
I
fun.
loved sharing the building with you.
I
Um,
appreciate that you guys let me just kind of like take over a little bit of the hallway with our
oh, hell
decorations too.
yeah.
We're just gonna put these lights in here and decorate it for everybody, but it's gonna be
Heck
very
yeah.
gay. So I hope you
Ah,
don't mind.
not at all. Are you
No, it was
kidding me?
colorful. It was
I
beautiful. We had a
loved
great
it. You did such a great job.
me
You
too.
always do such a great job. The year before, your cabin was, like, next door to ours, and I
Yeah.
just loved it. I loved it. You always do such a great job. I love your work.
What's really funny is that's the second time that decorating
Mhm.
the one that we ended up being in was the second cabin we had decorated because originally our cabin was split up in two areas,
Oh,
and
right,
a
yeah.
different cabin leader, Randy, switched cabins with me after we had already
Mhm.
gotten our cabin decorated. So we had to go
Yeah.
tear down all the decorations in that
Oh,
cabin, bring them to this one, and then re-put everything back up. Yeah,
dang. That's a lot
we
of work.
were.
I mean,
I
it
think.
was a lot of work moving you over anyway, but to
Yeah.
have to decorate twice?
Yeah, I'm really thankful for the breasties that they put up with
Mhm.
my shenanigans and like
Yeah.
my insistence that are the especially the because I'm been the cabin leader for the one of the cabin leaders for the LGBTQ cabin for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And our cabin was originally we requested like a together cabin and there was just we didn't realize how many people requested to be in it and we end
Mhm.
up being split up. But we're like, no, we need to all be together, at least in the same building. And so we end up
Yeah.
being in the same building, which is nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I'm glad you were able to do that. So, yeah.
So at Camp Breasty was my first exposure to what you call flatties.
Mhm.
Yes.
And it was beautiful to be out there at the lake with all these women who had no
People,
breasts
all these
and they were
people.
I apologize.
Mhm.
You're fine.
It's something to get
This is
used
one of those
to
things.
when
It's a
yeah.
to me, it's I think about all the people out there having had breasts. Now they don't have breasts. They're still women. Most of them are still women. Some of them are people. Okay. Um, they're out there with no breasts in the beautiful sunshine,
Mhm.
enjoying life, living life. And I was just so impressed and amazed and touched and uplifted. And I changed my own vision of my own body in that moment of just seeing all these beautiful people out there with no breasts and being okay with it in the sunshine,
Mhm.
supporting each other, loving each other, diving into cold water,
Oh, yeah.
being crazy.
That's
And
the best part is going to the beach without a shirt on and nobody can say
Oh
anything
my
to me
god,
anymore.
yes.
Like,
I
Yeah.
know, how powerful is that?
it is
Yeah.
amazing. I wear swim trunks anyway, but yeah, no, I'm just like I am the kind of person that like now that I don't have anything, I will take off my shirt in the middle of the city in the middle of summer and not even care. Like,
Good
Yeah.
for you.
I think that's so awesome. I love that so much.
And I might start
So
trying it just, even though I still have breasts, I'm just gonna try it, see what happens.
just wear some pasties. As long as the
yeah,
nipples aren't showing, nobody cares.
Oh, yeah, as long as I have
exactly.
pasties,
I
right?
know,
Then we'll be good to go.
yeah, I lost my nipples, and honestly, that was the hardest part for me. When I found out I couldn't keep my nipples, I bawled and bawled and bawled, and it was harder for me to know that I was gonna lose my nipples than it was for me to know that I was gonna lose my boobs. But, um but yeah, now that I don't have nipples, I'm like, "Well, I could do what I want." You know?
Yep.
And it's
Yeah.
but I also originally, I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna go flat." Like, I had great boobs. I really did. I loved my boobs. And, um, and so I was like, "No, I want my boobs back, so fix it so that they're the same," you know? But now that number 1, I've met this whole community of flatties, and I see how happy you can be, and I see how, your mindset changes a little bit about your body and it's not a negative thing, like I thought
Totally.
it would be. And so now I'm more in the mindset of because I'm getting ready to have a revision. I don't like the way everything turned out. So I'm gonna have a revision, but I'm like, if this revision doesn't work for some reason, I will go flat. I'm comfortable now that I will go flat. And that's thanks to people like you, who
Yeah.
showed me how freeing it could be. So I thank you for that. I
Oh,
think,
thank you. Thank you.
It
yeah.
is
And
something
even
I
if
would
you are flat,
consider.
yeah, even
Mhm.
if you do go flat, there is prosthesis, there is
Right.
boobs. My friends got me a set for Christmas like 2 years ago, so I got new
Yeah.
boobs for Christmas. They're just not attached.
I
Uh,
love I actually have some. My original cancer center gave me some after my mastectomy, which was amazing, and I still have them. I thought about donating them, but then after meeting all of you guys, I was like, maybe I'll keep them in case I do decide to go flat. And then if my
mhm.
revision goes well, then I'll give them to somebody. I'll donate them to somebody else in the community. But yeah,
Are
that's
they comfortable to wear at all?
The
I
ones
can't
I got are not.
I can't
They came
imagine.
from Amazon. They came from Amazon. They are like
wow.
5 pounds, maybe. They add all the.
They
All,
were
I used to
heavy.
be a double D.
I
Yeah,
was
I used to
yeah,
be a double D, and these ones are full silicone, and yeah,
yeah,
they look like chicken cutlets. Like if you
yeah.
slap them,
Oh,
they
okay.
feel like a chicken breast. It's crazy.
So they fit inside of a bra or something? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
looking
Yeah,
at? Okay.
yeah.
and they
I
are
was
heavy though, I was
imagining the
surprised, I
ones
was like,
that
"Ooh,"
that some people wear that are, like, just like a whole
like
chest plate.
mhm,
They
mhm,
go all the way up to the neck, and it's like a whole chest plate.
mm.
So you
I
can
know.
get those done, and actually, before I had my surgery, like the night before I had my surgery, I actually made a plaster cast of my chest
I
for
Did
that
wish
you?
I had
specific
done that.
purpose.
Yeah, I wish I had done that because I see people doing it all the time, and I really wish I had done that, but I didn't think about it.
It's honestly crazy to take it out and look at it and realize how big my boobs used to be.
Yeah, I bet.
Because they were like that far out, and
Yeah,
like, but like they that mold has sat in a tote in my room
mhm,
since it's been made. I maybe taken out once to look at it. I
mhm,
really have no desire. Like I
mhm,
wasn't sure how I was gonna feel afterwards, but like it's really weird for me because the moment I got the wrappings off and I looked down, yeah, there was like stitches and there was
mhm.
drains, but I was like, this feels right. Like, this feels like me.
Yeah,
And then I
that's
put on a button-down shirt, and my friends that were with me said the glow that hit your face when you buttoned up that shirt and just realized the way it looked was, like, immaculate, they said.
I love that. That
Good.
brings tears to my eyes, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you that it gave you that, because
Yeah,
that's worth priceless. That makes
yeah.
me happy.
I mean, it sucks that it had to take cancer for me to get gender affirming care, and that it's
Right?
even acceptable to have that gender affirming care because I had cancer.
Mhm.
Like, I feel for my friends in the trans community that are trying to save up 10, 12, $15,000 to have a mastectomy just for gender affirming care,
Right, yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and I've, with cancer, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So, like, I
Exactly.
try to
Say that all the
make it,
time.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
we have very dark humor. Uh, we are very fierce and stand up for our own. But for me, it's like it's weird straddling these two things where, like, the only reason I got the gender affirming care I needed was because I had cancer.
Yeah. That part is sad. It shouldn't be that way, you know? Um, and I think we're headed towards that time, but it's just not happening quick enough, I think.
That and with the current, I don't know anyone's leanings, but with the current political climate, it's probably going to be pushed back quite a bit farther now.
I know, and I don't like that. I mean, that I can't even go there 'cause I get so angry.
For me, it shouldn't even be politics. Like, that is a social
No.
issue, not a political issue. And the fact that
Right?
it's been made political and like, you're
Mhm.
taking 1% of the community, it's basically taking, like, transgender people at the most are 4% of the community,
Mhm. Mhm.
and taking 4% of the community and just demonizing 96% of people against them,
Yeah. Exactly.
it's like, I am out. I've been out
Mhm.
since 2020, and
Mhm.
I refuse to get put back in the closet. I've come out of way too many closets in my life to ever get
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
you
I wanna
shouldn't
live my life out in the
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to, you know? I have this saying that I say all the time, "You can't tell me how to live my life."
She says it daily.
I do.
Don't
Yeah,
tell me
Say it
how to
all the
live my
time.
life.
"Don't tell me how to live my life." So
I
you're
think for
welcome
me,
to
like,
do it.
I will definitely like, for me, it's like, why especially, like, with things with online community, as
Mhm.
we're talking about at camp, a bunch of us went to there was a flatty meetup where we were all got together as a flatty, like, kind of all of us, there was, like, 50 of us there, and we made a dancing video for, Ginny, for Flatty Friday,
Yeah.
and Ginny posted it on her site on Instagram, on her
I
profile, and
need to
it went
find
viral.
I did
It
not
went
It
even
went
know
viral?
that
viral.
people did that.
It went viral.
I gotta
It has got as of yesterday was 6.7 million views, and the comments do not pass the vibe check. So there are
I
5
love
of us consistently in the comments of this video fighting against just dumb people,
Right,
and
yeah.
trolls. And the thing is like, I am also a troll. I love trolling people on the internet,
Yeah,
but
I do
I'm a troll
different.
of a different way. Like, I don't go for attacking people. I stand up for
I do
people.
it different. I do too.
So it's nice to use my trolling powers for good. Uh,
Yeah, I do the same thing. I'm
being
constantly putting on there, "You're ignorant, and here's what I think, and blah, 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 blah." I do that all the time.
well, it's not even ignorance. It's just like responding with the like energy. Like, I will respond to you with the same energy you give to me.
Yes.
And for
Yes.
me, like, just watching the amount of hate and vitriol towards both communities, people just think that we're trans men dancing around and say the
Mhm.
most horrible thing. And I'm standing up for other women. I think I'm the only one in the video that's non-binary, so whatever. But and then standing up for myself in the video as well. It's like, I'm a trans person and I'm in this video. Like,
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with this. Like, we are celebrating being alive.
exactly, exactly.
Celebrating
And
surviving cancer and
yeah,
fighting cancer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have
And
to
then
say
standing up for people that aren't like the stereotypical like body for the online community. Like,
yeah,
there are people in there that are plus size that were getting attacked for being plus size. It's like, no, no, you're not going to do that.
yeah,
And
exactly.
That was the other
The
thing about
thing
Camp Rusty was seeing all those people in all those different shapes and sizes, all those different colors, all those different ages, all the different cancer is has no prejudice
no,
Mhm.
not at all.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Kicks everyone's ass.
Every ethnicity was represented, every age group.
Yeah,
I don't know if she came this year, but we had a pre-vivor there last year that was like one of the survivors' daughters. She is a pre-vivor. I think
Yeah.
she was like 12 or 13. She was able to
Yeah.
go, because she is
Yeah.
a pre-vivor and the camp is for everybody.
Everyone. Yeah.
Granted, there's a lot of heavy stuff, but there's fun things to do. I
Mhm.
got to, I got to. What day was it that it rained really bad? Was that Saturday during the day at camp?
I think so.
I
Yeah,
think
I think
so. It was like
so.
the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so me and Meredith, a member from my cabin, and Ginny were out just running around in the rain and playing in the rain until the lightning started, and we got yelled at by everybody, and they told to come in. So that's actually how I got this hoodie. I was running around in the rain topless and wearing swim trunks, and then the lightning started, and I ran under the pavilion, and there was a meetup going on in the pavilion. It was a panel, and so here
Oh.
I am just sitting in a chair shivering, and Paige from the Breasties comes over and just throws a hoodie over me and she's like, "Here." So I go
Aw.
to give it. I thought it was her personal one, so I go to give it back to her. She's like, "No, no, you can keep it." And I was like,
Aw.
"Oh,
I love
Wow,
that.
that's really nice. It's like an
yeah,
$80 hoodie.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah."
No, and you know what? That's what this community is all about. That's why I love the community so much is because it's a whole lot of supporting each other and, loving each other, regardless of anything. You love each other, you support each other, you encourage each other, and it's just so uplifting. And I love that. I love that so much. Um, I just wanted to say, Ray, I am so proud of you for everything. The
Thank
first
you.
time I met you was at camp in 2023, which was my first camp. And you were bigger than life. And I absolutely loved everything about you. And I just at that moment, I just wanted nothing more but to be your friend.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I felt like I was meeting a celebrity. And I was the thing I don't know if you remember this, but, probably not. But, we were sitting at the same table outside like, cafeteria area, and you were
Making bracelets.
freezing your butt off and you were, in your little hoodie and you would put your arms in and you would, do whatever you and I was like, "I can't believe you're cold. I'm so hot over here." And you're like, "I'm always cold." And you're like, "It's so cold." And I just, but you were so cute and so fun and I
Thank
love you so much. I'm
I blame
thankful.
chemo for always being cold. It literally broke my body temperature. I'm freezing all the time.
Yeah.
And if I don't have a hoodie on me, and like if it's summer, it's fine. But like at camp, like because we get the long sleeve t-shirts, I forgot a
Mhm.
hoodie that year. And we had our long sleeve shirts, but like I was putting the back of my shirt over my head, like it was like I looked like
Yes,
Cornholio from Beavis and
yes,
Butthead.
the great
Like I,
cornholio.
but I was like, I need a hood, and it was awkward because like if I'm wearing long sleeves, it's always in a hood. So like I have my sleeves long, and I'm like, where's my hood? So I'm like, let me just do the Cornholio, and I was like going like this the whole time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
had to know who you were the minute I saw your van because I saw the
Oh
van
yeah,
and I was like, "I gotta find that person because that is so cool." I hunted you down. You had a
yeah.
skeleton in the front seat.
his
Yeah.
name is Jack. He's my silent partner.
I love him so much. He's my friend too, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yep. I actually just like a month ago got a Suburban, a second vehicle, a backup vehicle, because the van is not my work car, and
Yeah.
the Suburban has a skeleton in it too, and so we're
Eh,
trying to figure out a name for Jack, or for the because like I don't want
Mm,
Jack to be both, but like so
yeah.
the van is Van Gogh, and the my Suburban is black, and there's a color called Vanta Black, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay, so my van's name is Vanta, or the Suburban's name is Vanta, so it's
I
Van
love
Gogh
it.
and Vanta. And I'm
Yeah.
like, we have Jack, and I'm like, should we make it Jacques? Like, just a little bit of a play. Like, so
Yeah.
just trying to figure out like what to name the new skeleton.
Yeah.
well,
Huh. That's so cool though.
how
I
about
love it.
Sally? Like Jack and Sally, like from,
Oh, from,
Nightmare Before Christmas?
yeah.
I would have done that, except for I have a stuffed parrot that I rescued while I was doing my Uber travels. That sits on Jack's shoulder, and that the parrot's name is Sally.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
funny.
love that.
Never mind. Okay.
Aw.
I thought about it. No, I literally thought about it.
Yeah. Aw. That's awesome. Let me see if there was any other questions I wanted to ask you that we haven't covered. That we covered, that we covered, that we covered.
Well, while she's
Oh,
looking at that, Ray, are there any besides Breasties, are there any charities that you support or causes that you would like us to bring some attention to?
So Queering Cancer,
Say that again?
Queering Cancer, it's a cancer support group for LGBTQ people. It's one of the first groups I found, and then the Young Cancer Coalition as well.
Young Cancer Coalition?
Yep, and that's for people that have
And
been diagnosed before age 40 from any age.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
Queering Cancer is a cancer group for people that are queer and have had cancer, because there's, I mean, we are a significant, not significant, but like a portion of the population, and it's like there's no research, especially for the trans community. When I first got
right.
diagnosed, the first thing I did was go online trying to find support groups that accepted queer people, because I went to a couple meetings at my cancer center, and of course they were virtual, but everything was like an elderly woman or older women, and it was a very, very certain space, and like
Yeah, and
no
you
one there
feel
was my age.
uncomfortable.
When I went into chemo, when I went into my chemo treatments, I was the youngest person in the infusion room by at least 20 years, every
wow.
single
Wow.
time.
Yeah.
So, and people would just be like staring at me, and like the looks of pity you get from elderly cancer patients, like they're like they're going through the same thing I'm going through, but they're like recognizing how young I am, and you just see the pain in their eyes, and it was hard. Like I talked to a few of them, and I'm really grateful
Mhm.
for my online friend group, because like they were sitting there, because we weren't allowed to have a person join you during your chemo treatments because it was COVID. Like you
Yeah.
only had to go in, and so my friend would sit there with me in a group in a Zoom call the whole time, you know, just sitting with me and shooting, the stuff the whole time we're there. So
Wow.
sorry, my iPad just let me know it's getting low, so I gotta plug it in real quick.
No
Okay.
worry. I just had to plug in my computer for the same reason. Um,
Well, and Ray's image has disappeared from my view now.
uh,
I can't see Ray,
I think it's just because my battery is low. Give me a second. I'm going
probably.
to rearrange. I
no worries.
apologize.
No worries. We can cut this out.
No apologies.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay,
are
it's
doing
charging.
great.
It's charging, and I will move back into frame in just a moment. Okay, sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. We're good.
It's okay.
Okay. So I have a little bit of an unrelated question here. Do you go on road trips?
Yes.
What was the last road trip you went on?
Besides camp,
Besides, yeah.
besides camp, I have a friend that lives in West Virginia, about 2.5 hours away, and
Okay.
so I go there every few, I want to say like every couple months.
Oh, cool.
Um, Other than that, like I'm an Uber driver. I go on road trips every day. Every day is a new adventure. Nothing's the
300
same
miles a day.
twice.
Yep.
About 300 at least.
300.
Yeah.
Memorial Day, that Saturday for Memorial Day weekend, I live in Delaware, and I started for the day drinking for the college in my town.
Mhm.
uh, had a trip into New Jersey about an hour away to drop off at a different college for somebody that was visiting their girlfriend. Had a
Mhm.
trip from South Jersey to Atlantic City. I was in
Oh,
Atlantic City driving for 5 hours. Had a ride from Atlantic City to Westchester, Pennsylvania,
wow.
and from Westchester ended back up where I started. So yeah, that was just an average day for me. It's
Wow.
not unusual for me to be in 4 to 5 states on the same day.
Oh, that's
How
cool.
do you afford the tolls, dude? Because we went through all those states, and I cannot believe how many tolls we have.
Yep,
Yeah.
I have an
I
Easy
owe so
Pass.
many tolls.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
that's
have an
we have
Easy Pass. But with Uber, when you go on a toll, like I will avoid tolls to go to pick somebody up, but when someone's in the car, they're paying the tolls.
right. Okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah. That's
Uber
true.
charges them the tolls. So
Yeah.
We
So
got raked over the coals, dude.
we sure did.
We're
Oh my god.
my family's from Michigan, and whenever we go home, I actually will try to take the long way. Like I don't
Mhm.
like paying tolls.
Yeah.
So I will actively find the tolless routes, and they're some of the most beautiful places that you can see.
Yes, yes. I do the
Well,
same
next time
too.
I know better. But
Yeah,
I also have an Easy Pass now too because they told me I'd be able to save a little money if I get the Easy Pass, and
yeah,
You
so
do,
anyway.
yeah, you do.
you do.
Um,
Who's your favorite person to travel with? Do you have a bestie that you like to travel with?
Jack?
I was just
No,
gonna say, yeah.
my um, I would say my spouse, but he falls asleep after like 10 minutes in the car. So his,
Well, that's when you get to draw on his face.
That's right.
like he see the thing is Jack is always in my passenger seat. Even my husband sits in the back seat. So I don't let anybody. So
Jack has
the whole
priority.
reason Jack is in my yeah, the whole reason Jack is in my car is because I was driving 3 years ago and I had a car full of people. They were all drunk and let somebody sit up front because they needed the seat.
Mhm.
And the guy thought I missed a turn and yanked my steering wheel and drove me into a ditch.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
jeez.
after that, nobody like I don't let anybody sit up front anymore. Very rarely do I let my husband sit up front in the Suburban.
Yeah,
But not in the van. There's just I keep it kind of messy and cluttered just so people don't even ask me to move the skeleton.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
make it too much of a hassle to even
yeah.
let people sit there. So.
That's smart, honestly, that's smart. Oh my gosh. Well, I have a request for your next big
Yes.
car trip. I'm gonna need you to come to Colorado.
Ooh, that is a long drive.
It is. I've done it before. It's like 26 hours, but
We just did it
we did.
not
Well,
long
we
ago.
did 6,000 miles, but I just want you to come visit my home state and let us
Aw.
take you around and show you the best things about Colorado because I think that that would be so much fun for all of us. And you could
Heck
even bring
yeah.
your bestie Allie because I would love to meet her and thank
So
her.
Allie lives in Germany now with her wife.
Oh my goodness. Okay, she can't
Yep.
come. I
we're
don't think I
we're
don't
gonna
think
have to go to
she'll.
Germany to visit her.
Yes,
I
yes.
go to Germany at least once. I go to Germany at least once a year. I
We
actually
do that.
went for New Year's this past year because that was their wedding. So I was in the wedding and went for the wedding.
Oh my god, how
And
How
I was
fun.
in Germany New Year's Eve,
that
and
is
that
so.
was amazing.
Oh my god,
Yep.
that's so
And
cool.
we go to Japan. My husband and I go to Japan at least once a year to visit.
Oh
So
wow.
I do travel. It's a lot of traveling I do is by air.
Yeah.
Um, and then I travel back home into Michigan to visit family.
Mhm.
I haven't been to Colorado, but just the airport. So
That doesn't count.
Yeah. Well,
That
you're
does
welcome
not
to
count,
fly if you need to. I don't mind you flying as long as you come to Colorado and see us. I'm not
right?
in
I
I
will
will
Colorado, I'm
look
in
definitely.
New
you up.
Mexico, but I can get to Colorado's an 8-hour drive from here, so it's not bad. And I go to Colorado all
Yeah.
the time because that's where my bestie and my family lives, among other people.
Aw.
I have a lot of friends still in there, so
And then if you wanna drive from Colorado to New Mexico, we could go do that too,
yeah.
to go
Or I
see
could just
Tori.
fly into New Mexico.
Yeah!
Good.
Oh, there we go.
Actually,
You
we're all
fly to
gonna
New
be
Mexico, and then we'll do a road trip to Colorado.
So I will
we're
say
actually
Area
gonna
50. I've always wanted to go to Roswell because
Mhm.
I am a
Well,
huge like space alien fanatic. Like,
yeah.
yeah. So like if that would that's Roswell is on my bucket list of things to
Well, I'll
go
tell you
see,
what,
as well as the Grand Canyon. I have yet to do that too.
oh, we could totally do that. Roswell is about, I think, an hour and a half from where I live in New Mexico. And, we could totally go there, but just to warn you, there's not a whole
It's
lot.
kitschy. Oh, I
Yeah,
know
there's
it's
there's
not a
kitschy. I
whole
know
lot
it's
there,
there's a
and honestly, the kitschy stuff, there's not even that much.
right.
There's, like
There's a museum and
it's
there's a couple of stores full of crap, and that's
yeah.
about it, but
It's
it's
not
so fun
that
to go and to
impressive.
say that you've been to
But
Roswell.
I would totally take you there, and we could go to
Yep.
the restaurant and everything, so,
I just
um
want the T-shirt. It's like I've been to Roswell.
yeah,
That
absolutely.
is on my list. My friend lives in West Virginia. Like I keep telling him we need to go to Point Pleasant because I love the Mothman. Like I am a huge like supernatural cryptic, like
Yeah,
cryptid, like aliens. Like ever since I was little, that stuff has always fascinated me. And
it
so like
is
any chance I get to go to some like ghost hunting when I was little. Like any
yeah,
chance I get, like I love the supernatural and like paranormal. Like
we could go on ghost tours. Oh, you know what else?
yes.
In Colorado?
Gettysburg, if you guys ever come back to PA, we need to do
Oh
the
my
Gettysburg ghost tours.
I wanted to do that the whole time I lived in Jersey, and I never did, and I'm so mad at myself for not doing it while I was there. I lived there for 6 years. I don't know why I didn't do it.
Oh, wow.
It was always on my list, and I wanted to, but I don't know. There's a lot I didn't
Did
do
you
when
ever
I
go Okay, you lived in Jersey, did you ever go hunting for the Jersey Devil?
No, but you know what? I didn't even know about it when I was living there until, like, the last, like, 6 months that I lived there is when I found out about it, and I'm like, "How did I not know this?" But
What's
yeah,
the
The
Jersey
whole
Devil?
the hockey team is named after the Jersey Devils. Like,
I
so
know.
the Jersey Devil is a cryptid that lives in the Pine Barrens of southern Jersey. Yeah, and basically it's like in the 1800s, like, and people even like in the 60s, 70s, even now will see it. But supposedly it's got like the legs of a goat, the head of a horse, the wings of a bat, and it's like 10 feet tall. Yeah,
Mhm.
Whoa.
yeah,
Yeah. I would love to
That sounds
find
like a
that,
heck of a snipe to me.
right?
yeah.
I One of my favorites is the chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Mhm. Do you know the
Is
chupacabra?
you are
I
a
know, yeah,
chupacabra?
chupacabra. Yep,
That's your spirit
chupacabra.
animal.
Yeah.
Like like Nessie, Champ from Lake Champlain, uh,
Uh-huh.
like obviously Sasquatch. Lake
Uh-huh.
Lanier actually is its own cryptid apparently online, according to people. Like the lake itself is just a cryptid. Uh,
Yeah.
so uh, but obviously like especially like it's weird for me because like being from Michigan,
Mhm.
like most stuff in Michigan is less than 200 years old.
Mhm.
And then coming to the East Coast and feeling like stuff that's older, especially in the Appalachians, like going to
Yes.
West Virginia and just feeling how big everything is.
Yeah.
For me, like the best, like going to Europe and Japan, like
Mhm.
realizing that houses that my friends live in are older than my country.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Isn't that
Wait till
It's
you
just
go to the
insane.
Colosseum in Rome,
Oh,
and you're standing there in a thing that looks like a football stadium, but it's older than Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
yeah.
yep,
Okay? It is 2,000 years old. That
Yeah.
is wild. You can hear the lions roaring, I'm telling you. I could
Oh,
feel the spirits so deep in that place. It was really interesting.
yeah.
I
Oh, I
loved
wanna
going
go
to the
there too.
Colosseum.
I
Oh,
wanna
we
go to
lost
so
Ray
many
again.
places.
I can't see Ray's camera
Uh-oh.
at the moment.
it's telling me it's low power mode. Okay, there we go. Is
Okay.
that back?
That's back now, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
it
It's
just
back.
popped up on my.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
okay.
you're good.
Well,
I wanted one other thing I wanted to say too is when you come to Colorado, and I said when, not if. um,
I heard that.
so when you come to Colorado, we're also going to take you on a ghost tour at the Stanley Hotel. You know about that, right?
Oh my God, I wanted to go to the Stanley ever since I saw the Ghost Hunters episode.
Yes.
So,
well, it's
I
only like
love
30
the
minutes from
Stanley.
my back door.
Yeah.
oh
So
my
when you
gosh.
come to
Yep.
Colorado, we're taking you to the Stanley and we're taking you up to Rocky Mountain National Park.
Yes.
But Tori and I have special birthday plans around the Shining and the Stanley Hotel. Tori, go
Yeah.
ahead and tell Ray
Oh, we are going to the Shining ball. The ball in The
They
Shining.
have a
You know
ball?
at
the
the
Oh,
ball?
Stanley.
like, oh yeah, yeah.
Huh? Remember
The
the
Shining
ball in the
Ball.
movie? Mhm.
Mhm.
They're
It's going to
having a
be at the
ball.
25th of
Yeah.
October,
Yep.
and we're
And
That
going
we're
to
is
get
going.
dressed up like.
amazing.
Yeah. I'm
Can you
so
tell?
excited. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
We're
So,
gonna get dressed up like flappers, but we're trying to decide if we're gonna be zombie flappers. Like, I think we're gonna have a axe in our head and, like,
Yeah.
bullet holes, and we're gonna be zombie flappers
that
for
is
the.
awesome. If you need pointers on how to do zombie makeup, I actually used to be a special effects makeup artist, so
Yes. Oh my
I
god,
can give you
yes.
Okay,
some
so you're
ideas.
coming to Colorado on the 25th of
October.
October, right? Because we need
I
you.
can't. I'm actually in my friend's wedding on the 25th.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Aw. I love it. That's
I
that's
can
the
give you
only valid
pointers, but
you have for not coming.
yeah, yep. I am the best person for
Oh, I
my
you're the
love
friend
best
to be
that.
person.
beside him. Yeah,
Aw.
yep.
Of
Aw.
course you're the best person.
Yes, you are.
Oh,
I
on
get to
that
wear a
happy
tux
note,
to the
I just
wedding for the first time ever. It's gonna be so nice.
Yay! Oh
that's
my
gonna be
god.
so
Yeah,
You're
fun.
gonna look fabulous. I'm gonna need to see pictures.
you definitely will.
Absolutely.
I've got a bow tie and suspenders. I'm super excited.
I
Like, yeah.
love bow ties. I love bow ties. Ah, I can't wait.
You're gonna look so cute. Well, I
Yes.
just wanted to say thank you so, so much for coming on our show. Thank you for appearing with us. Thank you for letting me get to know you a little better because I think you're a shining star. And
Thank you.
it's been great having you here and a really fun conversation. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having me.
Oh, it's been an honor. I thank you so much. And like I said, I'm so proud of you. And I just
Thank
love the
you.
fact that I get to know you. I think
Yay.
I'm so lucky.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And on that note, happy travels, everyone.
Happy travels indeed.
Happy travels.